Press and hold this button on the side of the phone and the entire bottom section slides out, and as you can see, this is where you have the interchangeable battery. It's a 2800 milliamp hour pack, and you can slot that into, for instance, this, which is the LG camera grip. Now this has its own 1200 milliamp hour battery. It slots into the bottom of the phone and gives you a more convenient grip for holding it, as well as a selection of different shortcut buttons. So there's a wheel here to adjust the zoom, there's a shutter release button with a halfway press for exposure lock, and a dedicated video shortcut key, as well as a shortcut switch to boot you straight into the camera app. And once the phone powers back on, if I hit that switch, you get straight into the camera, and then I can control it as if I was using a regular point and shoot camera. LG's updated its camera app too, and as you can see when I'm using the accessory camera grip here, the transition between the two rear lenses is practically imperceivable. So as I scroll on this wheel here with the zoom, we move between the regular and the wide angle lenses, and there's a slight jump, but not something that you're likely to notice in everyday use. Another of LG's friends for the G5 is this, the 360 cam, and as you can see it's got two different lenses, one on either side. It's battery powered and will take shots independently if you like. There's a shutter release button here and I can just take a photo which is stored to the memory card slot inside. Or you can control it remotely through the G5 itself. So LG has this Friends of G5 Manager app which will show up any nearby paired devices. Boot it up, hit camera, and you should be able to see a stream of what the camera is seeing. So there's an unpleasant focus close-up of my face there, but as we turn around, you can see everything around me. And I can either take a photo from the app here, or from the camera, and all of these photos are stored on the camera itself, and then I can wirelessly transfer them over to the phone and view them. Now you can view that 360 content either on the phone itself or with this, the LG 360 VR headset. Now this is unlike, say, Samsung's Gear VR, which you need to slot in your phone to actually view content. This has its own displays. It has two different eyepieces inside which you can adjust and adjust for focus, so that if you wear glasses like I normally do, you should still be able to see something. But it's a lot lighter because it has its own display, so it weighs about a third of what a Gear VR would weigh with the phone inside. Now, you obviously can't see what I'm seeing, but you get a full virtual reality interface in here. It has gyroscopes inside so I can look around to see through different menus, and it has a selection button here on the top as well as a back button which I can use to navigate through. Now audio is coming at the moment through the phone itself, though there is a headphone jack on the underside of the headset which I can plug in the headphones for, or I can use Bluetooth headphones which are paired with the phone. Now, LG says this also works with regular Google Cardboard VR content, so if you have a download of roller coaster, for instance, or an underwater scene, you should be able to navigate through that just as easily. Now, LG has big ambitions for its Friends of G5 series, and as well as the products it's shown off today, it has another couple of accessories in the pipeline. The LG Rolling Bot, for instance, is an 8-megapixel surveillance robot which you'll be able to remotely control via your home or office Wi-Fi connection and stream video from its 8-megapixel camera. And the company is working with Parrot on a Parrot Controller which will allow you to control your drone quadcopter from specific hardware controls that LG's building that snap onto the bottom of the G5. It's open to working with other partners too, and there'll be an SDK for those who want to use this specific connector. It's shaping up to be a really interesting device, and when it launches on the market later in the year, it'll be one of the first mass-market modular phones from a big company. We'll have to see how many extra devices actually come out and hit the market to see just how much value that modularity brings and how many people actually interchange different controls and hardware on the phone to see if it actually has legs. But it certainly differentiates LG in what's become quite a crowded smartphone space. Thanks very much for watching.